When it comes to construction, whether you're laying a patio, building a wall, or setting fence posts, you've probably come across the terms concrete and mortar. At first glance, they might seem like interchangeable materials, gray, hard, and made from similar ingredients. But using the wrong one for your project can lead to some major issues down the line. So what exactly is the difference between concrete and mortar? In this video, we're going to break it all down. What they're made of, how they're used, and which one you should choose for your next building project. Let's explore, right here, on History of Simple Things. Let's start with what these two materials are made of. Both concrete and mortar are mixtures that use cement as a base ingredient. But the key difference lies in what else they contain. Mortar is made from a mixture of cement, fine sand, and water. It's relatively smooth and thick, which makes it ideal for binding materials like bricks or stones together. Mortar doesn't have any large aggregates in it, which makes it more pliable and better suited for applications where you need a strong bond between surfaces, but not a lot of structural strength. Concrete, on the other hand, is made from cement, water, sand, and gravel or crushed stone, which are known as coarse aggregates. These aggregates give concrete its strength and make it more suitable for structural applications like foundations, driveways, and sidewalks. So essentially, mortar is the glue, while concrete is the backbone. When it comes to strength, concrete is the clear winner. Thanks to those coarse aggregates we just mentioned, concrete can bear a significant amount of weight and withstand intense pressure. That's why it's used for large-scale construction projects like bridges, high-rise buildings, and highways. Over time, concrete actually continues to strengthen as the cement continues to hydrate, reacting with water and forming solid crystals that bond everything together. Mortar, while still strong in its own right, is nowhere near as durable. It's not designed to support weight. Its primary job is to hold materials together and seal joints. In fact, if you were to use mortar for a load-bearing application, it would likely crack and fail over time. That's why understanding the intended use of each material is so important. Now let's talk about workability. Mortar is much easier to spread and shape than concrete. It has a thick, paste-like consistency that allows masons to apply it neatly between bricks or stones, shaping it into precise joints. It sets relatively quickly, which is perfect for bricklaying or tile work where you want the materials to stay in place as you build. Concrete, on the other hand, is heavier, more coarse, and trickier to work with. It needs to be poured into molds or forms and often requires leveling and vibration to remove air pockets and ensure even settling. This makes concrete less ideal for fine detail work, but perfect for larger, more robust construction where strength is the priority. Another critical difference lies in how these materials set and cure. Mortar sets fairly quickly, generally within a few hours, and reaches its usable strength in a day or two. That's why masons can lay bricks and move on to the next course within a short time frame. Concrete, on the other hand, takes longer to set and much longer to cure. While it may start to harden within hours, it continues to cure and gain strength over weeks. In fact, concrete typically reaches about 70% of its strength in 7 days and continues to cure for up to 28 days or more. During that time, it needs to be kept moist to ensure proper hydration and prevent cracking. So, when should you use mortar and when should you use concrete? Use mortar when you're working on vertical structures or surfaces that need to be joined or sealed. That includes projects like brick walls, stone facades, or laying tile. Mortar's adhesive qualities and workability make it perfect for these detailed, finish-oriented tasks. On the other hand, concrete should be your go-to when you're building something that needs to carry weight or withstand environmental stress. That includes patios, sidewalks, posts, foundations, and even entire buildings. Basically, if the material needs to hold up under load, concrete is the right choice. It's also worth noting that both concrete and mortar come in different types, tailored for specific applications. For example, there's Type N mortar, which is a general-purpose mix good for above-grade walls. Type S mortar is stronger and better suited for structural walls or exterior applications where wind or soil pressure is a factor. There's also refractory mortar that can withstand high temperatures, which is ideal for fireplaces or chimneys. Concrete, similarly, comes in different strengths and compositions. There's high-strength concrete for heavy-duty construction, lightweight concrete for insulating slabs, and even quick-setting mixes for rapid repairs. Choosing the right type of mix is just as important as knowing whether to use concrete or mortar in the first place. Let's quickly go over some common mistakes that DIYers and even some pros make when working with these materials. One of the biggest errors is using mortar instead of concrete for something like setting a fence post. Mortar doesn't have the structural strength and can crumble over time, especially if it's exposed to moisture or freeze-thaw cycles. On the flip side, using concrete instead of mortar to lay bricks can make the joints too stiff and inflexible, leading to cracking as the building settles or expands with temperature changes. It's also easy to get the mix ratios wrong. Too much water in either mix can significantly weaken the final product. Always follow the manufacturer's guidelines or consult a pro if you're unsure. So, to recap, mortar is like the glue that holds things together, while concrete is the strong skeleton that supports weight and provides structure. Both materials are essential in construction, but they serve very different purposes. Understanding their differences in composition, strength, application, and curing can make a huge difference in the success and longevity of your project. Whether you're a weekend DIY enthusiast or a budding builder, knowing when to use mortar and when to use concrete can save you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.